6:25 p.m. October 13th, 2020, episode number 824 of Yeah Dude. My name is Jonathan, and this is Seth. Hello, Seth.
An absolute joy to be here. October, 97 fucking degrees. You know,
it's hotter here than it is in the desert.
it's insane. But now that we're in autumn in this beautiful time, there'll be a time when we'll have these masks on. We'll want to put on two to get cozy because warm ourselves up. I have turtlenecks on in a couple weeks.
My nose is still too brisk. It's too brisk in here.
It is episode, I think you said 824. We're going to jump into 2019. I have something, though, here because we talked about numbers. We were talking about in 823, Ray Lewis. He was talking about numbers. I have numbers here that I also want to throw out. Lisanne Amaru Parish Crooks. You might know him by his name, Tupac Shakur. His final album, The Dawn Columinati, The 7-Day Theory, released on 07/07/07. Now, on 07/07/07, there was a NASCAR race, Jonathan. NASCAR. The Pepsi 400 at Daytona. Clint Boyer racing car number 7 comes in 7th place. Tupac Shakur. I'm still not sure, but think about it.
Was he already?
He's passed.
Was he already
I don't
passed
know.
at that
Maybe
point?
he's racing. Maybe he's in the trunk of the race car. He's like, I'm going to get in this car. It's 07/07/07. Shot on the 7th day of September. 12 shots fired at him, 5 hit him. 12 minus 5 equals 7. He survived the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th and died on Friday the 13th, 7 days later. Died at 4:03. 4 plus 3 equals 7. 25 years old when he died. You do the math. 2 plus 5. What is it? I said do the math. His birthday is the 16th day of June. 1 plus 6. Interesting. Tupac's badge number and gang related. 115. 1 plus 1 plus 5. And Tim Roth. And gang related.
Wait, Tim Roth is 7 letters. ROTHTIM.
Holy shit. Tim Roth. TAM ROTH. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Apartment number 7. Hobart. I don't know, man. Words have, I don't know. No.
Numbers have meaning.
Numbers have meaning. Words don't mean shit. Numbers have meaning. Tim Roth is all time. Thought the NASCAR one was like too much. The Tim Roth is really like, I'm going to see Tim Roth. I'm just going to look over at him. I'm going to just nod. Just say.
Killuminati.
7. It was in January of 2019 that Dunkin' Donuts said, you know what? Let's drop the donuts. Not in the store.
From the signage.
The name. Get rid of it. Dunkin'.
Not even Dunkin's?
Dunkin'.
Dunkin'.
Dunkin's. I like that. Dunkin's Heinz? No. Founded in 1950 in Quincy, Massachusetts as Dunkin'. You know, what do you call it? Dunkin'? Well, we'll call it Dunkin'. You know?
Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts. What?
It's called Dunkin' Donuts.
What's it called?
Wait, so was it originally called Dunkin'?
It was
and then
Dunkin',
they needed
no,
to clarify?
It's always Dunkin' Donuts.
It's always been Dunkin'
But everybody
Donuts.
calls it Dunkin'.
But are they now...
It's just Dunkin'.
So it's just like Jamba.
Now it's just Dunkin'. With just? Like Just Egg.
Just Dunkin'.
Fig, it's just Dunkin'.
JUSDUNKIN. So Jamba Juice and Dunkin' Donuts dropped because Jamba's just...
Jamba! So now it's just Jamba.
Nope.
Sorry.
It's only...
It is Jamba. And if I want a coffee, I go to Dunkin'. Wow. That was just January of 2019. I mean, it's October of 2020. You think about how amazing that is.
Yeah, well, I also find it amazing that I've already... how much of this I probably will have already forgotten.
I forgot this, but just like when T-Mobile let Chiara Romatelli know he was appreciated. AT&T, they sent me a special offer in honor of your military service. Please accept this special thank you, and I thank them. I thank AT&T for knowing what I'm about.
And what was the special thank you? A check of some sort?
It was a check for $1,000 for stolen valor. The military service discount. Thank you. I can only imagine that a representative of AT&T saw my SEAL Team 6 hat, knew I was part of the team.
Jotted down your address and fired you off a coupon.
Saw me like at the arc light at 0 dark 30.
Who
was
is
like the cut of this
who is
guy's
that?
jib. He's got a SEAL Team 6 hat on at 0 dark 30.
And then what? Went to the person who worked there, pulled up your membership,
Pulled up my stats.
got your name and address from there, and then
They were like, "What's the Kiara?" They were like, "Put that aside for a second. That's T-Mobile, not AT&T." Because for different services, carriers,
yeah,
you know, I got my fucking
burner.
I got my burner. I got my burner 12 fucking
Kiara,
Pro Max.
my Kiara burner.
They sent me that today. It's fucking beautiful, dude. My Pro Max fucking 12, 5G. Kidding me?
Burn a hole right through your leg.
Burn a hole right. Wow.
It's so strong, the signal.
Wait a minute. This signal is. I don't feel good. What's that popping? Tell you, those towers go up. They didn't stand for that in the UK.
No.
Woo!
I take those bad boys.
Try to put a tower up in the UK, see what happens. Covered in bangers and mash. Torn down. Threw 100 soccer balls at it until it fell. What I got right here? I have a study from April of 2019. Men are fooled by placebos more often than women. In this scientific study, they've come to the conclusion, the scientists, men are very easily fooled by a placebo, more so than women. Very susceptible to a placebo. The effect that is. Take this pill.
It's going to make you feel better.
It's going to make you feel stronger.
Much stronger.
Okay. How do you feel? I feel stronger. Really? Because that was a nerd. That was a single nerd.
I just gave you a
I
nerd.
gave you a nerd, a single nerd.
I'm tripping my balls
Of
off.
a box of 1,000 nerds. How are you tripping? Oh, fuck, man. This is Molly, huh? Whoa. My eyes be bugging in the sockets. It's a fucking grape nerd, dog. Well, we want to believe. That's it, though. That's just it. We have a childlike wonder to us.
Is that what it is?
Yes. So we want to be a part of the action.
We're susceptible.
Susceptible. Dumb is
Dumb,
the other.
I think, is
the
the
other word you could say.
Gullible.
Gullible. Oh, that fucking rail. That's
Bro.
fun dip, dog.
You just...
That fucking rail just jacked. Well, actually,
Well,
you did a big rail of fun dip.
You might...
It might alter you
For a second.
for a moment.
For a couple of minutes. You
would
might be
kinda
like,
just
what the fuck did I just do?
What the fuck did I just do? That was fun dip, homie.
It was lime fun dip.
Damn. That's
Oh,
a Z-bar,
got
too.
that
That fucking
drip.
little chalk stick. Oh, yeah. That's what they must be talking about.
Look at that young...
Big drip, what you call it. Yep. Got that young drip back here. I get it now. I get what you kids are talking about. Cool. Cool. Tick and or talk. Cool. Cool. 2019 wasn't that long ago, man.
No.
Wait till you're in 2020 and you're just like, that was this year?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at stuff in 2019 and I'm just like, man, that felt like we just talked about that. And then I was like, well, after a decade and a half doing the show, something that we did do last year is like, you did just talk about that.
Yes. But like I'm saying, I think, I don't know. I just feel different.
What about...
I feel different.
We were talking, I think might have been in Nolans. Yeah, because I have actually do that.
So we went to
Nolans in July.
July 4th?
4th of July. Got that beignet. Got covered in that fucking janky-ass fucking powder on 4th of July.
Don't inhale.
Dripping in sweat. Only time hotter than can get in this apartment is sitting at fucking Cafe Du Monde on the 4th of July, 2019. Covered in fucking powder.
So good. Fuck, they're so
Walked
good.
in there, fucking crispy, clean outfit, came out covered. Don't go in there emo, dog. Don't go in there all black. Don't go in there death metal, dog. You'll come out looking like an idiot. Oh, you're a metal band? You playing at Tippy Tina's? Wear your little rig out and go fucking get a beignet. See how you look when you walk out. Walk in there all hard, you know? Tight black jeans, tight t-shirt, tight black boots.
Eyeliner.
How you look now? Eyeliner. How you look now, Angel? Angel baby.
All talked.
Talked out? Talcum Angel baby? What's your band? The Talcum Angel Babies? You're playing at Tippy Tina's tonight. Come in. It's $8 a head. I wanted to pay some respect to a fucking dear friend. That's John Larroquette. So I did this when we were in Nolans, talking about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which premiered October 1st, 1974 in Austin, Texas. So that was 45, we were doing it last summer. So I was saying this fall, this autumn, would be 45 years ago when they did a premiere in Austin, Texas of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now the intro narration, it's only 40 seconds long, but when you're a master, sometimes you can do, sometimes people in under a minute, that's all they need. He's like, I only need 60, I can do in 40. Roll it. So I was reading the comments, what people were saying about this YouTube clip that's an audio of John's opening narration. R.I.P. Harry Anderson. Hope John Larroquette knows. And I wrote back to that person, no, he doesn't know. But you know enough that you've heard about it, and then you've gone online because a huge celeb just died and you saw it in the news. But John doesn't know yet. So thank you. Hopefully, he's sitting around
on
YouTube watching clips of his opening narration that has like 3,000 views, and he'll find out that a dear old friend of his has passed that night. Oh, fuck. Good thing I was checking the opening narration. I check every 4 days to see if anybody said anything about me. God, I hope John knows. He doesn't. He still doesn't know. Don't tell him. Oh, hey. It's Dan Fielding, my favorite guy in Night Court.
Good.
Favorite, F-A-V-O-U-R-I-T-E.
Also British.
I love that flavor. He went from being a narrator of a very frightening movie to being Dan Fielding on Night Court, and life is weird that way. I
think the same.
It's very true.
I feel.
If you think about it in context.
I feel the same way.
Yeah. They got an acting legend to do this small part in a movie. Nice. Again, you're misconstruing time, but that's okay.
And also, is it a part in a movie?
No, it's absolutely not. And it absolutely happened 45 years ago. So how would one be a legend? If you take any legend still alive, 45 years ago, not a legend. But I get excited when I read. So I see... Sounds like Morpheus from The Matrix.
Yeah. No. I think maybe Larry Fishburne and my dad maybe have similar timbre.
Absolutely nothing I like.
Nothing?
Never once. Is it John Larroquette? Oh, shit. It's Fishburne.
It's Larry.
My bad.
It's Larry Fishburne.
It's Larry Fishburne.
My bad.
Is it Johnny Larroquette? No, it's Larry Fishburne. My bad. I can't believe Larroquette did the voiceover.
He seems upset. Is that person upset about it?
Pissed.
Like it could have been them?
Packard 000. Pissed. Jimbo writes, according to John Larroquette, his payment for doing this opening narration was a marijuana joint.
Who says this?
Jimbo. Jimbo heard some talk, chimed in.
It's not wrong.
It's not right. It's not wrong.
Right.
Like the internet itself. It's not right. It's not wrong.
It's the internet.
It is the internet. So my tattoo I got in script on the back. His voice is like gold melted onto my vagina testicles. I don't know. I hate nothing.
Somebody just trying to get a rise.
I
just
hate it. But are they trying to be funny?
Oh yeah.
But they're just in a sexual crass kind of.
Yeah, just like, whoa, what? Like what are vagina testicles? And
said
then
it.
just like trying to hijack the thread.
Let
there.
me just. Let's argue about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Build the wall. What do you? Wall. It's 1974. It's pretty interesting how someone in his 20s could get a voice this low and think the person wanted to write baritone, but they wrote baraton, Baraton.
Definitely wrote. That's what else could they have wanted to write?
Well, I don't know, Jonathan. When I write words, I write them correctly. So for me, it's very difficult. Again, on the internet.
Well, they got all the spelling right except for the last letter, so maybe they were just in a hurry and they had to leave.
Oh, I gotta get this comment in before church.
Baraton. Send.
Sound. Send. Sound.
And sound.
Wow. I would never have guessed it was him. The things you learn on IMDb.
All right.
True.
That's how got him there.
True. That spooky ass voice belongs to John Larroquette. That guy's voice is pretty scary. Fine. And last but not least, the Texas Buttsaw Crappiker.
The best.
Somebody had to put it in there. I'm getting a hoodie that says the Texas Buttsaw Crappiker. And I'm going to walk around until I find Terry Gray, who wrote that 4 years ago. Well, that was 4 years ago last year. 5 years ago. Terry Gray.
Anniversary.
Before work. Hey, Terry, this is the 5-year anniversary before you went to work that morning when you chimed in on the John Larroquette opening Texas thread as the Texas Buttsaw Crappiker.
It's pretty good.
Your proudest moment.
Well, I mean, it's certainly worth being proud of. I don't know about proudest.
Proudest moment on his deathbed, smiling. Grandpa, what are you smiling about?
This one time.
One time I got online and you remember the movie Texas Chainsaw Massacre? They made about 11 of them. I was referencing a video about the first one, narration, John Larroquette's kid, dude. And I wrote the Texas Buttsaw Crappiker. Texas was the same. I changed chainsaw to buttsaw and massacre to crappiker.
Got it?
Good night.
Me.
Papa?
We lost.
Papa? Fucking world is so busted.
Whoa.
There's been 2 new comments since July of 2019. You want to hear them?
I don't know. Do I?
First one, UID Nation, what up?
So somebody that went and listened to it after you talked about it. When was that?
This was right away. Jason Andrew. Thank you, Jason.
After you said it on the show?
Jason Andrew, wherever you are, thank you.
In the hotel room that night.
UID, no doubt. Drunk, covered in puke. And then Matt W337. I always think of Night Court when I see John Larroquette. All-time dumbest thing anyone's ever read, written, said. Crazy. I do the same thing. I do similar things.
Similar things.
You know? I'll see John Hamm. I just think of Mad Men.
I just don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
I can't help it.
But when I see Gandolfini, I think of Saparanz. I don't know why I do it, but I do it.
I do it.
I do it.
It's like I don't have control over it.
I do it. Frasier.
You see what I mean?
See what I mean? I do it. I always think of Night Court.
Seinfeld.
Oh! Wow. Sorry.
2 comments in a year.
Yep. But we're in. I think it was this New Orleans show. I was screaming about the AMC show Nosferatu. Nosferatu, written in the NOS number 4A2. Hacker code, I guess. This is Joe Hill, the pen name of Joe King, son of Stephen King. This was because season 1 started in June of 2019. So we were in season 2, just happened this past June, canceled now. unfortunately. Well, fortunately, if you happen to listen to that New Orleans episode, I'm screaming for 10 minutes about how stupid the show is, but that's because I don't understand, like, portals or supernatural things. But people seem to love the show.
Oh, yeah? Well, no.
Not at all. I'm just trying to say a nice thing because all I do is talk shit. It's like I'm trying to try.
I think you're trying on the wrong things.
On the wrong. What could it be?
Like Stephen King's son's hacker font Nosferatu show.
Nosferatu's
Like, apparently it's very good.
Starring Zachary Quinto. Word on the street is it's great. Well, you just said it got canceled.
But people love it.
But people liked it. Loved it?
Well, Quinto's in it, though?
Quinto's in it.
Well, you know, he's my dog,
I know
so...
you love GJ Quinto. It's about a teenage girl named Vic McQueen. She's living in Haverhill, Massachusetts.
No. That's a lie.
No, that's not a lie.
How did you not watch this show?
I watched the first episode to see myself.
To meet Vic.
To meet myself. I hate this town.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Click.
Canceled. Oh, not again for next. Well, for me. It was like a focus group. I just turned the dial. Like 10, 0. Press the button on this if you're out at any point when you stop watching. It's like, dude, every focus group. Get my $50 and bounce. They don't want to talk to you if 3 minutes in, you've already hit the button to change the channel. I mean, not that I saw a single fucking show when I had that.
How many times did you do it?
I had a great run where I was getting to do it a lot.
Why?
I don't know. I somehow.
You get on a list or something?
Yeah, and this woman was calling me like $75, $60, $50.
Didn't you do one for like Naked Juice or something at one point?
I did a fucking Crest, like Toyota Scion. Oh, I like this Scion. Oh, I don't like. I mean, I hate this Scion. Check, bam. Some kid moseys on up next to Vic. I thought all Haverhill townies were hopeless alcoholics. All right, now I'm out. But no, I'm in. Wait a minute, I was out, and then this guy saddled on up. This fucking prep, he rolled in talking shit about townies saying hopeless alcoholics, and I'm on my hour and I'm right back in. Nosferatu. What if we did a show where I just didn't talk any shit and was just like, because that seems to be really the only thing that works from what it's taken me a decade and a half to learn, and I apologize for holding you back, but my anger and hate is only buried me in a sadness and like non-success, whereas what you really have to do if you do the exact opposite, boundless fucking opportunity and money and success comes
just by
your way.
celebrating everything?
Just by being everything that exists, which is everything you see and watch and hear and read, which is just an endless, like, grabbing on nut sacks and swinging on, like, monkey bars. Like, that's just, if we just shifted, like, in 2021.
Might be a little late.
Too late after a decade.
It might feel weird.
Yeah, the tone shift after 15 years. I don't know what happened. But it's sweet.
I mean, we would have to like.
I've tried to do it in real life.
We would have to find God.
You know, I watch TV. I talk out loud. Me and me. I'm like, I try to like condition myself to do it. Like watch things and say, yeah, that was good. And my body, it like starts to, it like rejects it. It like is a natural. I can't do it. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's watched, seen, heard, it's just like yes. And I don't know if it's just because I'm such a hater or just is I don't know what it is.
Well, I guess the question is,
but come 2021, you better get ready because you're not going to get a negative word out of me.
Seth Newleaf Romatelli.
Yeah. Sean Newleaf Romatelli.
I think...
Do you watch all these new shows that are on?
Okay.
They're good.
Is it safe to say that maybe the truth lie somewhere in the middle?
No. But yes! Or no. I don't know.
That maybe things aren't as bad as
they are even worse than I'm letting on. That's the problem. No, it isn't. They're all great. Everything's good.
I mean, people are very...
Dumb. I mean smart. I meant smart. I meant smart. Great taste. Great taste. Everyone, great taste.
Great taste,
less
everyone.
Filling. Great taste, less filling. This is a great taste, less filling. I like this.
I just think that
Or maybe we just try one episode where it's just like
okay, could it be then? Okay, if it's not that, it's okay. If things are really that bad,
yeah, they are. Go on.
then is it safe to say that perhaps your expectations are too high?
No, you know what it is?
Think
We could do
what you think it
No.
should be is more than it is.
No, because maybe we could just. There's so many things that we love. We could maybe just do an episode where
just a love
talk
episode?
things that we're just into, and then people will be like, "Oh, this is like I like this."
So
I think that's the problem. There's things that we mention that we enjoy and like, but
maybe
it's
as
couched or
practice-
peppered into
maybe
like,
as practice we should periodically do an all love episode,
all positive episode.
like once every 5 or 6
Once
shows?
every 5 months, 15 minutes of it, because that's all we get. Anyway,
I mean, I could come up with stuff, but
Yeah.
that's the other problem. Is that might be something where we would find ourselves, you and I, more at odds than we often find
Oh, yeah,
ourselves.
we're always-
Because
yeah.
in a situation where you just talk endless shit, I laugh because
Yeah.
it's funny to watch you get so angry.
Yeah.
I don't have to always agree with you to
Yeah.
enjoy that.
watch me
But
get
if we
wound
actually
up.
are going back and forth and I start telling you how Ridley Scott's like Raised
Raised
by Wolves is
your
actually
life.
good and you start
Yeah.
getting
He's
mad.
got a Raised by Wolves tattoo, and I'm like, where am I? Who is this person?
How have I been working with this
A decade
person
and a
for
half?
15 years?
Because he's telling me all these things he never mentioned. He's a penhead. Just found out he's a penhead.
Loves Pen
Secret
13.
penhead.
Loves Pen 15. Loves it.
Secret penhead.
Had no idea.
No idea.
You were living amongst two
Living
pen-
amongst two penheads. Him and Jeff. And my fucking girlfriend on a fucking penhead forum. Chopping it up.
Show's good.
No, that's some good stuff. It's
good
But
show.
yeah, maybe that's
Maybe
between Lovecraft, Watchmen, and Raised by Wolves. I'd
you're
be
going to
like,
I'm
who are
breaking
you?
up with you.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm divorced.
dumping you.
Insane.
I want to see other people.
You're debating which monster of the 3 shows is the monsteriest. Look at the tattoo I got. He's the most monster of the 3 monsters.
In my estimation,
in my monster
it's the
estimation.
most monstrous monster.
Watch it move. This is from April of last year. More than half of American millennials, the generation of people born between 1981 and 1996, believe that they will one day be millionaires.
Oh yeah, they will.
1 in 5 think that they will get there by the age of 40. These are findings from a survey conducted by TD Ameritrade, a financial services company. 73% of males expect this, 38% of
Jesus
females expect
Christ.
this. 78% of millennial males think that by the age of 40, so they will be millionaires. 73%. They won't. I could tell them. I mean, some will.
Some will, but also, is it possible that $1 million just won't
Maybe
be
just
worth anything?
By default, $1 million.
Like, of course
used
you're
to
a
be-
millionaire because a millionaire
Yeah,
only
but
gets you the newest
McMillions,
iPhone.
Some McMillions, yeah. Like,
Yeah,
You can only get like a 6-month plan unless you're a 2 millionaire.
yeah.
I think, and ultimately what I took from that is just like the delusion
There's
of people
just-
that like,
But then also, even now, they might be more right now than they were then because you see on the internet, like, it doesn't seem to take much if you are of that group in order to break into like a realm that like makes you a millionaire.
the 9 people that are, but like
But I'm saying is it 9? It seems to me like it's so many more than that.
109,
Yeah.
out of like 209,000.
Yeah.
So it is 109, like it's 106 more that should be,
Yeah. But it's
but
still
there's
only, it's still only
731,000 that like,
right. There's still only
Yeah.
yeah.
you're
but
a millionaire. But like how? Because, like,
78% of us are going to be millionaires.
Yeah, but how? Because we can't even go to the movies anymore. So like, what are you talking
But that's the
about?
other thing. I mean, unfortunately,
Yeah.
money might not be a thing.
Money doesn't exist anymore. We live literally in a barter system of like, we're like the United States of OnlyFans. You literally have to like, what can you do or show? Like,
Show me something.
show me something or dig something. Like, it doesn't matter anymore. But I code. What's that mean?
Show me
Were
something.
you raised by wolves?
Are you familiar with Raised by Wolves?
Thank God. All your fucking shows, how are they going to come back?
They're not.
They can't make anything.
I mean, they're making things.
I guess.
They are. They
My mom
started
says-
again.
I mean, my mom watches Y&R, and she's like, every scene, they're like yelling out, I want to fuck you. But they're
and
like,
it's like
in different rooms.
Yeah, it's like arena. They're shooting it at the Forum.
Yeah.
There's a production that my dad knows about. Oh, a woman that he worked on a show with him a couple of years ago that is now working
Okay. who's
production on a new show
this? All right.
in the Pacific Northwest.
PNW.
But it's like, I think it'll all takes place outdoors, so it's like easy to shoot because anything that's like
a camping.
courtroom drama, I think you're done.
Or any-
Like
yeah, yeah. It's got to be a camping show.
Frasier, the Frasier reboot that they were
Do that.
they were planning.
What takes place outdoors?
It's all outdoor shows.
It's really like outdoor shows. Forest ranger type shit.
Yeah,
Speaking
Fishing
of
dramas.
Outdoors. Oh,
1
that's
hour fishing
it.
drama.
Did you know there's competing fishing dramas? Melodramatic fishing dramas on
Sexy fish dramas.
nighttime soap fishing dramas.
Oceanic fish dramas.
I was on beeftolive.com last summer. Eat beef, live better. Learning about the cattle inventory versus the human population state by state. Found out that 9 states have more cattle than people.
Yes.
Found that to be shocking.
You did.
Yeah, I found it just insane that there are some states, I think 50 states, and some of them, there's a lot of people that live there, but more than people is actual cattle.
Mm-hmm.
And number 1 would be South Dakota.
Yeah.
They have the ratio, there's 4.32 cattle for every person. Nebraska's 3.29, Montana's 2.51, North Dakota's 2.45, and Wyoming is 2.18.
But what about?
Have more cattle. I said, you know what I'm talking. You know what I mean when I say beef to live.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean.
But
But
my
I'm talking
question.
about human beings. I'm talking about living human beings, like adult and babies and people.
But what about
Women and men
how
and-
many of those? How many electoral votes do some of those states
I think
have?
South Dakota makes up 78% of what we're voting for on November 3rd. So
It definitely
great. Again, as I probably
seems-
was screaming then, like, you aren't allowed to say anything if there's 5 cattle for every people, because we're not voting on cattle shit.
5 cattle for every people.
When we were screaming last week about fucking props, Prop 18 isn't about cattle. Or then maybe there was something about cattle. You need to chill the fuck out if you live somewhere where there were so many fucking cattle.
I mean, I don't know.
Well, I think my little town here has about as much say as Brooklyn. What? Well, yes. I think the 3,000 people here have as much to say as the 4 million people in Brooklyn, and that's the way our forefathers intended it, cattle.
Yep.
Cattle, the Bronx, Queens. We say more than them. You know there's like millions of fucking people. I don't give a fuck where they live. I got cattle that I'm voting on.
Yeah.
President Cattle. You know we're talking about, this is a human voting. There's nothing to do with cattle. This is about like the future of cattle. No! It's no! Oh, about cattle. No.
Yeah.
Vice President Cattle? Again, sir. No cattle.
I think
No cattle talk, please.
I think they are.
Well, I vote for my interest on cattle. We get it.
They are
States with
they're
they're Americans.
just like you.
They're cattlemans. Cattlemans.
They're McCalcovans.
Cattlemans. Unfucking believable.
It might be a little slanted.
It could be. I don't know the exact numbers because if I did know them and I read them on this show, my head would probably fucking explode.
I would think.
If you told me like this amount of people
Get this many
get to
things.
say as much as this amount of people, I would probably kill the 3 of us.
Yeah.
And be like, guys, it's for your own good.
Trust me. It's
Trust me. If I told you that this 3,000 people equals this 2 million, I'll kill you first. With cattle.
It's tough.
What are we voting on? Cattle? No, Jimbo. Nothing to do with cattle. Well, we must be talking about cattle. Why? Because there's 5 for every person? Yeah, and I get it. You live with your family and you're surrounded by 3,000 head of cattle. So do you? You think that's like normal? It's not. Well, what are you going to eat? Not what you get. You could have less to do with my life if you tried. But I got the cattle you eat. What? Come again? Cattleman? But I got what you need to live. It's beef to live. Oh, you don't get it, do you, man? You don't know me, man, huh?
It's beef to live, Seth.
Literally. There's like a high rise in fucking Staten Island with 5 times as fucking many people as like 17 counties. One apartment building that you drive by from JFK has more people in it than 31 counties in these states. We won't tell you how to live, all y'all. Yeah, but we're from every country in the world and we represent every possible thing. Well, shut up, we're one thing. We're one thing.
We're beef to live.
We're beef to live. No, shut up. Every different kind of race, person, thing, creed, anything. All you burn. For cattle. That's okay. It's okay. Did you ever get to go here?
Uh-oh.
You got till Halloween because they're done. They're closing up shop.
They're going out of business? I can't believe they're still in business.
Escapes is done.
This was you.
That's me.
This could be me, but this
been
was you.
Jonathan, Escapes is a mini vacation. We invented immersive relaxation. You get in that massage chair, you put on the VR fucking headset, and you are transported. Where did I go? There's 17 different virtual worlds. I believe I did
What did you pick?
I think I did the tropical... No, what did I do? There's a tropical retreat, a snowbound cabin, a desert spa, the sauna. I think I did Moroccan Twilight. Wasn't I in Morocco or Marrakesh?
I don't know.
And I smoked opium. They were blowing fucking hash in my face. Yeah, they're
But wait, I have until
they're open through they've paid the rent through the end of the month. They have a GoFundMe.
How do you think they did over the last few months?
Well, they're trying to raise
$150,000.
They've raised 150. All right, I'm gonna fucking kill somebody. You want me to live accept things as they're given to me and not go crazy? This fucking guy on the GoFundMe, I'm trying to raise I've put my life savings into this, my 401k. This is my entire... Well, that's on you, Micah. That's on you. Nice guy. I met him. Very sweet man. But Micah, no one told you don't do this? Micah, adult man. When you talk to people in your life and you said, I'm opening up a Escapes in the SAG building on Wilshire, and everyone was like, Micah, what is that? Escapes is a one-of-a-kind virtual reality relaxation spa. What are you talking about? Like massage? No. You know the shitty massage chairs in the mall? What if you got locked into one and I put VR goggles on you and gave you the shittiest Sims experience of your life for $60 for half an hour? I just put $150,000 into it. Micah, don't. But I want to dream.
It's too late.
It's too late. They've raised $150,000.
So they just need
They're right there.
1,000 more just like that.
Micah, could you be more off? Micah, has anyone in the world ever had a GoFundMe and been more off? GoFundMe must have a list of like most off GoFundMes. So they take the ones where the people ask anywhere from like 50 on, and then they see what they get. And they probably have people that ask for 50 and they might get like 11 and they're like kind of giggle at it. Never have they had a 150 get 150, but take one of the zeros off.
Take
several of them off. I don't do
three
math.
of the zeros.
So we can still go. I looked them up. They have 86 Twitter followers.
Oh, this was poor implementation.
Jonathan, he has 383 Instagram followers. He's asking for $150,000. Oh, to save an orphanage in Sri Lanka? No, to keep my fucking rad business open that Seth went to. I met him. He was nice. That's Micah talking about me.
Yeah, I know.
And then me, I already said Micah was my boy. Micah, you done fucked up.
I put everything into this.
He's almost crying in the video.
Well, that's the problem. Is that maybe his life is over because of this?
His life should be over because of this.
But
You think it shouldn't be over?
He doesn't want it to be.
How
that.
do we go on if his life isn't over?
Well, maybe there should be some type of a bailout or
A bailout for Squapes?
like a mercy clause for him.
This is my pandemic mercy clause for Squapes. The government gave me 400 G's. I'm back in business, baby. For what? 6 months? I'm the only one that went there in a year.
Oh, fuck.
Micah. We were watching American Masters on PBS last August to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Woodstock Music and Arts Festival.
The Woodstock.
The Woodstock. I say the Woodstock only
Because you went there.
Because I was there.
The stock.
At the stock, I call it. Yeah, I've been on Etsy and eBay trying to find some fucking vintage fucking stock merch. I'm dreaming about it. If anybody wants to get me anything like any kind of crew Woodstock 94 sweatshirt.
Dead stock
get
merch.
that to me. I should wear that just so when I'm out in Larchmont, people will know like,
oh, he was on the crew of 94.
You're on the crew of stock 2. Not stock 3 with the Durst and the fires and the assaults.
The good one.
Stock.
The good second stock.
So I froze it on the screen when they did the medical rundown because they were, in communication on walkie-talkies with like the feds because they were like, we're going to stop this because there's 400,000 people in a fucking field like, wavy gravy and like 6 fucking nude hippies are serving like lentils. Like there's 500,000 people there. Like this is a public health emergency.
Yes.
So they were trying to keep track for the authorities, the powers that be, in the medical tent, little triage unit they had set up, what the rundown was. Anxiety state, 163 people. Appendicitis, 2. Don't want that to go down in Woodstock. I had that. Remember I had that pint of Ben & Jerry's Cherry Garcia at the Oakwoods? Had a little bellyache. It's probably just that pint of Cherry Garcia I have. Don't worry about it. Take a Tums. Don't have any? Fine, I'll follow. Why does it hurt so much? Jumped in my whip, my rental, fucking Datsun 280Z. Jumped in those bucket seats, took it right down to fucking St. John's Providence in Burbank. Walked in, Dr. Flynn walked up to me, took his hand, put it on my stomach, and I screamed out in agony. And he's like, your appendix, let's go. We got to go right now. Let's do it. You want to call anybody? You should call somebody. You never know.
We're like, let me call my agent.
Let me call my fucking agent, Ted Gekas.
Let him know.
Let him know. And that's it. People have been asking, what'd you do? People are like, you must have done something in those 64 days. Let me call him. Ted, I'm going under.
If I don't come out.
If I don't come out, say la vie or whatever they say. Concussions, 8, definitely. Stumbling around.
Yeah.
High, trip, oak tree, like going out into the woods to take a piss, donk. Fractures, 19.
Slippy.
Ankles and
Mud,
shoulders and
muddy and
mud. I would fucking, not the place to fracture something. If you're worried about like wound care, about like sanitary wound care, that's all right. I'm just going to jump in this creek. Like fucking flesh-eating amoeba. Like they'll take care of it. 1969.
They didn't have that back then. There wasn't any flesh-eating amoebas yet.
Oh, right. The world was still kind of like
It wasn't all like
pristine.
runoff and shit.
Oh, yeah, you could like drink like water from sources and it'd be like, and not die. Good call. Good call. Puncture wounds on foot, 135.
Absolutely.
Lucky that's probably 1,035. They definitely.
It's just a bunch of people that don't want to tell you.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to have to
Not
leave.
a single sandal in the bunch. You have 80,000 people walking around barefoot. It's cool, baby. Sunstroke, 9. Imagine, up all night from acid. Next morning, fall asleep right when the sun's coming up. You knock out for 6 hours.
Just prime
Yeah, your little
Just
fucking short,
baking.
your little Daisy Dukes. You and all your boys wore.
corduroy
Yeah, those like
cutoffs.
corduroy Daisy Dukes they wore in fucking the 60s. Fucking moose knuckle, the moose knuckle posse. The moose knuckle posse all died of sunstroke, huh? Yeah, 8 of them.
Yeah, splayed out.
Splayed out. One nut barely out, singeing. Fucking pubes. And Manscaped ever didn't know what it was. They didn't have it. Just pubes everywhere.
Well, pubes the only thing protecting you.
Pubes is the only thing they had back then.
That's all they had.
Psychosis after overdose or withdrawal. 6. Catatonia. I would imagine that's like not coming back. What's
Well, it's coming back eventually, but not at the
that?
time.
Not that weekend.
Not able to come back at
Yeah.
that moment.
Okay, when's Altamont? Like that's in December.
I'll come back
I'll be
then.
there. Wake me up.
We'll come back for that.
Wake me up when they stab that dude. The 60s are over. Fuck, man, trip. All right, I guess I'll get a job.
How many people went into catatonia?
Catatonia was 2. That's not bad.
No.
500,000 people?
Sounds like a pre-existing condition to me.
Yeah, you already
You
showed
came
up
here with that.
You came here with that catatonia. Paranoia, 6.
It's easy, breezy.
That many people?
This is
I mean-
nothing, man. These are nothing numbers.
Okay. How about a raccoon bite? Only 1.
All right.
Rabid raccoon? Was that a gunshot?
I think it was a firework, but it was maybe
You know, Halloween
one
fireworks.
of those types.
Election night fireworks, 21 days early. You know how
Yeah.
it is. Rat bites, 11.
Jeez.
You'd rather get bit by a raccoon, right? 'Cause it's less- 'cause
Absolutely.
rats have like shit,
I mean, you could get tore up by a raccoon, but you definitely have a less of a chance of getting
like a
some
serious
type of like
sepsis infection.
absolutely.
11 rat bites.
Why so many rats? In the farm rats?
Yeah,
Just they're
just
farm rats.
farm
They're healthy.
rats.
It's not like
Woodstock,
sewer
yeah.
rats.
North State, upstate.
They bring
farm
them.
rats.
Did they bring them from Manhattan and then they got hungry and started? I mean,
God, in their duffel bags.
were
What
they
did people use
city
for bags back then?
stowaway city rats?
Canvas, like burlap coffee sacks. What did people use? Maybe it
It was
burrowed
just-
in one.
Yeah, would have been whatever the bag that they were issued from
Yeah.
before they
Who's
got
playing?
out of the army.
Rat Bite. They're on after Sha-Na-Na. I love this band. No, I mean Rat Bite. There is like a bat. The fucking rat is biting.
Festering.
It's on your ankle. Oh,
Sha-Na-Na was a weird booking. Weird booking.
very weird booking.
People tripping balls on the brown acid watching Sha-Na-Na be enough to
Taking
fucking.
them back to the 50s out of like, my.
And I think they played in a morning set too.
Have to. I
Bad.
like it right in the morning.
Sha-Na-Na in the morning.
Sha-Na-Na in the morning. The UhhYeahDude story. Does crime increase when the moon is full?
Yes, because
No.
of visibility.
Yes. The lunar effect.
Increased visibility.
This is for Halloween. We did this Halloween last year. It's now Halloween 2020. It's Halloween. A team of professors at NYU, they poured over the data, mathematical algorithms and such, ran the computational standards from the police in Vallejo, California, Barrie, Ontario, Canada, and Irapuato, Mexico. And all 3,
No difference.
no difference. But let's just go with it. It's the lunar effect. Full moon?
I never thought it was more crime. I thought it would be more like
Catatonia.
more like wildness, more parties, more risk taking.
more-
Are there more accidents?
Are there more? Does crime increase? No. Are there more accidents? Yes. And parties?
Yeah, like full moon parties.
Full moon parties. Like your people, like the lunar people you've been hanging with.
The moon heads.
The moon heads you've been chilling with. He's got his pen heads, his moon heads. Depends on what mood he's in. God. What a fucking run we've been on. Well, It's episode what? 824?
824.
If you come back for 825, Jonathan and I are going to jump into 2020, which is really weird. And we started, maybe I should say all that and that. We were cruising along January, February, March, April, May. At the end of May, right at last week, we started at dipping back into 2006. And that was $7.99, June, July, August, September, October, up to $8.24 right now, $8.25. We'll do a little fucking recap, and then we'll be, I guess,
Nude.
November, nude and off and running back in 2020. It's been an amazing run. It's been an amazing almost decade and a half. It's been an amazing year. Harper's Index,
Yeah.
2019. Portion of high school athletes who receive college scholarships. One out of every...
Let me say, 1 out of every...
So you got how many athletes lined up where you'd be like, one of these persons will go at some sort of college, junior college, Division A, 1, 2, 3,
Be like
on some type of
1
scholarship.
out of 100?
Fucking close. 1 out of 50.
Okay.
The portion of high school athletes' parents who think that their child will receive one of these scholarships,
1 in 10.
1 of 2.
Every other parent.
Every other stupid fucking parent. Are you fucking out of your mind?
Well, again, I mean, that's why those parents are the reason that all the fucking millennials think they're going to be millionaires, right? I mean, it's
Well,
a
they're going to
trickle
get a
down.
scholarship,
It's a trickle down.
of course.
You'll play pro ball, then you'll, have a viral video that
Of
comes out of that.
yeah.
You'll do the collab with the
Well,
thing,
will
and
Dayton have time to be a world-class athlete and a TikTok star? I don't know, honey. Dayton sucks.
Dayton's a little.
Dayton's a fucking little shit. Little twerp who can't read.
Yeah.
Doesn't hold the door open for people because you never made him. Never
Dayton's-
sent a thank you note in his life.
Dayton's rude.
Dayton sucks.
Dayton has very bad manners.
Terrible manners, never on time, not that good at hoops, not getting a scholarship, and his TikToks suck. What? How dare you? It's Dayton.
Dayton.
What the fuck, man? 1 out of 2 parents think that their fucking kid is going to get an athletic scholarship? Are you
What else?
fucking
I mean,
mental?
isn't that what you're supposed to do?
Well,
It's just-
yeah, I guess they're the same parents that when their kid fucking kills somebody, they're like, no, he didn't. Yeah, he did! You stupid parents are so stupid. Again, telling tales out of school because I don't have a kid. If I had a kid and the kid killed somebody, I'd be the first person to be like,
I fucking knew it.
I fucking knew, you stupid fuck. I would never be like, never. Not my child. What do you mean? He did it. No. All the evidence supports it. Never. I hate those parents so much. I'm stoic in the courtroom because he couldn't have done it. What the fuck are you talking? That's my son. Yeah, he's a murderer. No. No. Evidence is false. Nope, he didn't do it. Framed. Wrong. Be proven. Guilty. Well, no. Yes.
Framed.
Yes. You raised a fucking murderer. Sorry.
Deal with it.
Deal with it. Oh, you losing sleep? Take a Seconal. That's what they used to do. Sleep. No, he didn't do it. Well, he got arrested and he did it. Like, he didn't not do it. He didn't do it. And the evidence will bear... Oh, shit, guilty? Oh, fuck. No, wrongly accused. I'll fight it. You're going to spend money fighting it? He did it.
The rest of your life. Spend the rest of your life fighting
Every one of them, they find out their kid killed somebody. They're like, he didn't do it.
I
But
know.
he did.
Right. I know.
It's crazy to me.
It's got to be hard
Oh,
to
no.
accept.
Is it though?
I don't know.
Is it hard to accept the truth or reality? Are people so fucking mental that like when they're presented with like truth, they're like, no. No.
Yeah, I think so.
I actually think that's the case.
What happens?
I think that might be the case.
Yeah, it's what we're
We're
doing.
seeing that now.
Sort of doing that here. It's kind of a thing that we do.
Oh my God, man.
It's tough.
No, he didn't do it. He wouldn't do it.
He
It's my
wouldn't
son.
do that.
I know him.
He wouldn't do that.
He wouldn't do that. That's my son, and I raised him, and he wouldn't do that.
So let him go.
So, bailiff, it's that one right over there, Dayton. You could take
Please,
the cuffs off of him.
unhand.
You'll find his handle. You'll find him Draper 007 on TikTok. It's
you.
Don Draper. Thank you. Always makes me think of Mad Men. Anyway, not guilty.
It's
fucking insane.
I bet you maybe something happens.
What, in the brain?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's like,
Maybe there's something we don't know
brothers
about.
and sisters do that? Or the brothers and sisters hate each other, right?
I mean,
Inherently. So, but do they do that too? Or do they like, it's my brother? Or the brother would be like, yeah.
I think they think
Oh,
they
he's a
did
fucking
it.
sicko. I used to see him kill ants with a magnifying glass. Of course he did it.
Yeah, I think siblings aren't
Siblings
quite as
hate each other.
devoted.
Okay. It's just the parents.
It's just the parents.
Moms
That's
in
why I
particular.
think it might be like a biochemical, biological
cave
thing.
person thing. Could be in the DNA.
Like
We
you're
don't-
not allowed to let that in.
How could you
the
let
body
that in?
won't let you do
The
it.
body won't allow it. It fights it off like a virus. A fake hoax virus. This fucking country, man. Maybe we're going to... There's just a lot of like small things that have added up. We just got to get down to all of the core things, the themes that we've come back to.
Us?
Yeah, on the show, and that like we need to not let our kid take karate classes at that guy Daryl's house in his basement. Oh, Daryl's the karate teacher. He lives alone. My son takes classes in his basement.
Private.
I drive my son over to be privately abused every week, and I pay for it. What? Daryl's a what? Maybe if we fucking woke the fuck up for a second, and someone was like, you take Steve, you drive Steven over to Daryl's
basement
for privates? Yeah, he's a jiu-jitsu master. Says whom? His resume, and he built it on he has a website. He's a jiu-jitsu master, magenta belt.
Webmaster.
A webmaster. So I pay to drive my son over to be molested. What? Daryl did what? Fuck, man. Fucking wake up, Dad. Daryl's a fucking creep. Oh, I thought he was a jiu-jitsu master. Doing privates in his basement. Gotta keep on fucking... We need to stop it all.
Stop everything.
All the bad stuff. Including this. You mentioned Seinfeld. It must be on your brain, I guess.
Well, I can't think of Jerry Seinfeld without thinking of Seinfeld.
Like Elaine Bennis. That's how it happens. He has a new book called Is This Anything? Is This Anything, I guess, is when comics, Jonathan, we wouldn't understand this, but when the great minds get together and they talk about comedy and
something they say?
They say, like, when they're working a bit out,
is this anything?
To where I say, no. But mostly when they get to is this, I throw my hand up and say, guaranteed no. Guaranteed no.
Is this anything?
Is this anything? No. Can't fucking read this. We could all use a laugh right now.
Yes.
We're fucking, not if you listen, you're fine over here. If you listen to this show, you'd be like, I'm fucking laughing for like, they've been doing these recaps. I've been laughing for like 5 months. I actually don't need one. I'm like chock-a-block with them over there. You ever heard this podcast? Guaranteed chock-a-block. But can I tempt you in this instead? Billionaire fuck, let me read you this. Fortunately, Mr. Jerry Seinfeld of the TV show on NBC Seinfeld, what makes me think of Seinfeld, is here to help with this in his new book, Is This Anything? A just over 450-page compilation of jokes he's written in his 45-year stand-up
That's a lot.
career. That's a lot of jokes.
There's got to be some good ones in there.
What's the deal with cell phones? Is this anything? No.
But he's a good joke writer,
Master.
right?
He's the master.
I mean,
I joke.
I know, but I mean,
he's a
I'm
master.
sure around page 250
70,
it starts
71.
to peter out. Maybe.
That's a lot of jokes.
So many jokes. How long can a joke be? How many pages could a joke possibly be?
Maybe
2?
it's like his scribbles. He
Long
probably
form
really
jokes?
maybe
Short form jokes?
Photographs of napkins he took in diners in New York of is this anything?
All right, keep going.
Ketchup. Is this anything? No.
Cat's up.
Catsup, because that's a funny word. He loves that kind of shit. The collection is split into 5 sections, with jokes arranged by decade and spanning the 70s to today.
Wow.
Um,
So, like I said, by page 200,
Okay.
it's like you can stop. You
Yeah.
could probably stop.
Once he's talking about MySpace, I guess maybe.
I mean, I would say maybe before that.
Okay. So once they were in the aughts, Y2K.
I mean, I think probably at a certain point you probably are just too rich to be funny,
Oh God, yeah.
right? I mean,
God, yeah.
It's like you either get too old or too rich or both.
Can't be like a rich boxer or
I mean,
you
I
gotta
would
have
say,
some-
at some point in
gotta
that
have some hunger there.
show,
You gotta
yeah, at some point in
gotta
that
come
show,
up.
he was the biggest richest, biggest star in the world. I don't think you could
Let's
probably
call it. Let's call
stop. Let's stop making jokes for the people.
it. After going through hundreds of pages of amazing stand-up, here are the best jokes from Is This Anything? So this person who's written this article is pulled. They've done the work for us.
So they don't even want you to buy the book. They'll just give
You
you.
don't have to. I'm going to give it to you right here. I just saved you $30.
But these aren't going to be good, and then it's going to refute.
What do you mean? These are the best jokes from the book. It said it right here. Hallmark greeting cards. People are so confused about relationships these days. You can tell just by the greeting cards. They have a whole section of greeting cards now with no writing inside. It's like Hallmark is saying, hey, we don't know what to tell you. You think of something. For 65 cents, I don't want to get involved. Sort of
That's the punchline.
big joke.
So that also means that greeting cards at the time that he wrote it were 65 cents a piece.
So this was like 1930.
Because I mean, I'm pretty sure if I went to a CVS right now to buy
$5.
$5.99.
So 65. This is like in New York in
65-cent Hallmark
probably
card.
the first joke he wrote in 1970.
This was the one that got me on Carson.
This is the one that got me Seinfeld with Elaine Venice. The Swiss Army never been involved in a war in 200 years. It's a lucky thing. Did you ever see the little Swiss Army knife? Corkscrews, bottle opener. I can't even.
Can you not read it, or can you not bring yourself
I can't
to
bring
read it?
myself to read it, honestly.
I don't know where we are. The Swiss Army, it's never been involved in a war in 200 years. It's a lucky thing. Did you ever see this little Swiss Army knife? Corkscrews, bottle opener, nail file. You don't want to go to war with this little thing. Unless they're in a war of the dinner parties, they have no chance. Come on, buddy. Let's go. You get past me, the guy behind me has a spoon. I got the toenail clippers out, so just back off. I'll clip that pinky toe down to nothing. It'll take you 3 weeks to grow it back. That's a good fake laugh.
Because sometimes you cut your nails like
too far?
and
Yeah,
it's like a double joke
It's a double joke.
if you think about it.
It's at least 2 jokes.
Give me another one.
Number 10, TV cooking.
Oh, this is good.
I'll never understand why they cook on TV. I can't smell it. I can't eat it. I can't taste it. The end of the show, they hold it up to the camera. Well, here it is. You can't have any. Thanks for watching.
Stop.
Goodbye.
Stop.
Is this anything?
Stop. Yeah, that one. Go with that last bit.
Go with that cooking one.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
It's funny because it's true.
Shouldn't talk shit. Although I mean, he's the master.
I mean, I guess. The
didn't-
problem is
I
that
didn't like be honest, his special, I didn't think it was funny. And
new one.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like,
And I'm
I
not
don't know
talking
if I
shit.
ever
I'm not
laughed at
talking
him.
shit.
I didn't like the show.
It's funny. We got
I mean, people love Seinfeld. Like, I don't. I don't love Seinfeld.
People love Seinfeld.
I didn't love Seinfeld.
You better watch your
There's
mouth.
no point in my life where I was like, I love Seinfeld.
Okay.
There's never been that for me.
Um,
I'm not that I haven't familiarized myself
Master. Don't
with
want
absolute master.
We're talking about. I got a list. I don't have it. We'll do it on another episode. But a lot of people were calling about giving me 100 sketch groups and shit. Ugh, it was like hating them all.
Yeah.
Some were funny where people were saying things that I don't even like, things that I love, but because I love it, I don't even associate. Like someone was like, "What about Chappelle's show?" And I was like, "Well, Chappelle's show is Chappelle's show. I wouldn't even like."
Technically sketch.
It is, but it's like to say that it's Chappelle's show. It's like not a.
Yeah. Technically
Key
sketch.
and Peele, which I fucking love Key and Peele. It's like I wouldn't even Key and Peele. I watch Key and Peele sketches like on like YouTube now and still laugh.
So black sketch is fine.
I guess black.
Nothing else cuts
I
it.
guess that's it. Yeah, I only do. But that's kind of true because Black Lady Sketch Show.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's it. I only
You
like
can
black comedy. But I just when someone said a couple of people said Chappelle's show, and I'm like, I wouldn't. It didn't dawn on me that like the whitest guys you know in Chappelle's show are the same
genre.
thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I guess like you're saying. I mean, Key and Peele definitely.
Like Key and Peele.
Key and Peele is straight up.
Key and
sketch.
Peele and Kids in the Hall are the same thing.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, for me, it's like
that's insane.
okay, but then the thing, I guess, what I was thinking about it, because for me, it's like there's like Chappelle's show is like it is sketch, but it's anchored around
No, it's
Dave Chappelle,
Okay.
right?
All right. Like the Richard
Key
Pryor
and
show.
Peele they're a duo.
Okay.
So it's sort of, whereas like I was thinking when we were saying sketch comedy, I was thinking like a troupe, which obviously those shows also wind up having maybe a troupe around them, but the focus is Key and Peele is a comedy duo. They're in every single sketch. Dave Chappelle was in every single sketch.
Okay.
What's my guys that I love? I mean, there's British dudes that I love, but they're
Okay.
like, what's that? Jeff, the Busty Britain? No, that's not right. What is what's it called? The only gay in the village.
You're looking at me. You ain't gonna get no help.
I ain't gonna get no help with you. Something Britain.
Little Britain?
Little Britain. But again, it's like the two of them are in everything. So I think I sort of
You're sort of like
maybe don't correlate those types of sketch shows as, I guess, like a ensemble, like SCTV, SNL,
like
Mad TV, which even those I fucked with, but like I know that you hate. I think you hate comedy troupes.
Okay, so I only like.
Does that make
single-
sense? Tim and Eric is Tim and Eric. It's the best comedy show, you know.
So I only like
best-
single dudes
Or duos.
If it's any more,
Well, because there are no comedy trios.
yeah, there is. Somebody called. There's the three dudes: David Wayne, Michael Showalter, and Michael Ian Black. People called about that one.
But doesn't that not count? Because David Wayne was basically never in the sketches. He wrote them. It was always Michael Ian Black and Showalter.
he was in
on.
them.
I mean, he is kind of, but not really. He's sort of like the brains behind the operation. Showalter and Michael Ian Black were on camera far more than. God damn it! It's duos and
Do singles?
you only do
and
singles or
duos?
duos. You don't do troops.
Okay.
Preferably black.
Yes.
It's fine.
Fuck.
I don't think you're wrong.
Okay.
I think that's.
I could grab the list right now and go. There's a lot of.
There was a few
There's a
that
lot
you
of
mentioned to me that I had never even fucking heard of, much less that they had like a show. Like
Yeah. Went through a lot.
it's not an easy genre.
No.
I wouldn't say. But also, it's not necessarily one that I support. Like people experimenting in.
Yeah. And I
Like-
mentioned I think you should leave, which was on Netflix,
Which I never saw.
which was funny.
Never saw
Which
it.
I-
You did tell me you liked it.
Yeah. So people
Is that a
call-
troop?
No, it's one dude.
See?
It's one dude.
My theory's correct.
Your theory's correct. And so yeah, people mentioned that, and it's so funny that they said that. I'm like, yeah, they came out, I watched them all. I'm like, this is fucking nutty and wild, and like, I'm so fucked up. If I like something, I categorize it. I don't even, I
you
only
rule
keep
it
hate.
out
I
as
rule
sketch
it out
comedy.
no, I rule it out as okay.
It's no longer, if you
no-
like it, it doesn't count
It
as sketch
doesn't
comedy
count, yeah,
because you
it's
hate
good.
sketch.
So yeah, I only have so much hate in my head that if I like it, I dismiss it, and I only have room for hate.
Yeah.
It's a sick thing. I should see a therapist. So the things you like, yes, I like them all. I consume them, and then I
Push them
expel
away.
them, and I only keep
I
it in
erase-
here for rage and beef and.
I have to get rid of them in order to create more space
What
for
a
rage and
fucking-
beef.
What a sick human being.
I mean, listen, dude, if it's working for you.
Is it? It's obviously not, and in turn, it's fucking your life up. That's what I'm saying. It's my apology to you after a decade and a half. Because if we just twisted it,
Just positive note.
positive note.
Up note. Upturn.
Look at me, we're on Quibi, smiling and laughing and loving it. Did you check out The Rock's latest Instagram?
So good.
Roll the
Roll
Rock's
the
latest
clip.
fucking Instagram.
Roll the Insta clip.
Insta Rock, it's my Insta Rock dance. What Chrissy
Back-
Teigen said, John Legend did what? John, sing it! Christmas with John Legend is my favorite time of year. We could do it. We'd have to we could craft
it?
the episode. We'd have to
make
and
it.
then you'd have to get me high on something to
Oh,
get
yeah,
me
we
through
definitely
it.
have to
Some
take like
sort
some type of
deep-
blood thinner.
yeah,
Beta
half
blocker.
blood, beta blocker, half ayahuasca, and like just be like, we can get a Quibi show if you can just 65 minutes.
Don't talk shit.
Don't hold it together. But what if anything, if the TV came on, if something got mentioned, it would just be like, it would just go off the rails. You'd be like, just lock in. We're going to keep these notes. Just stick to the cards. Like,
Christmas with John Legend is my favorite time of year.
oh my God.
888-842-2357 is UhhYeahDude's toll-free voicemail. Speaking of free, this show is free. It's advertising free.
amazing.
And it's free to the listener. However, if you are a listener and you would like to pledge to us in order to keep us free to the world and advertising and commercial free, please consider pledging to our Patreon page or sending us a donation on Venmo, UYD number 4 letter L, UYD 4L on Venmo. I think you can search that by my name as well. And then Patreon, Patreon /UhhYeahDude. You can find me on Instagram. UYD@me.com is the email address to contact me. As I said, toll-free voicemail that Seth listens to and relays the messages to me is 888-842-2357. And UhhYeahDude.com is our website. There's a merch store on there. But tell a friend, come back, pledge to the show if you can. And thank you for listening. How did it get hotter? It got hotter.
I think when
Us got hotter?
I'm yelling so much.
We
it's
got
like heating. I'm
we
like
got
heating the room.
we got
up,
heated up.
like, turning it up. I'm trying to create my own escapes, so I want to like
Squapes room.
add.
I wonder if we could buy.
Can we
We
get
could buy
some-
the stuff at discount probably and make our own.
Just so this guy could eat for the rest of the fucking year.
That too, bail him out, but also we'd have like an escapes in the apartment,
A Squapes comedy. Set
Yeah.
up our own club. Like, look at us.
like a virtual comedy club.
Put a brick wall up. You're in the comedy club. No true drink minimum here. I'm gonna
Brick wall virtual reality improv club.
improv club. The Hollywood comedy. It's gonna be tough. That fucking. That's not coming back.
No, I mean there's a lot of things not coming back. There's a lot of things that we
I guess I
think
should, yeah.
aren't gone that are gone.
Oh, they're gone.
We just don't officially know it yet, but it's over.
Like, yeah, the Hollywood comedy, Halloween, things like that.
Those things. Come back for 825.
Come back for 825. Thank you so much for real for listening. Tell a friend about our podcast if you'd like. I'm not gonna again. I only ask you. You don't have to do that. If you don't want to do that, don't do that. If you wouldn't mind doing that,
Do it.
it wouldn't hurt us for you to try
Just
to
fucking
get
do
somebody
it.
to just fucking do it for us. Obviously, you can see I'm holding on for dear life here. Like,
Just-
pretend I'm Micah.
I
And
am.
I'm asking you for $150,000. I'm asking you to listen so I can fucking. My 401k's in this too. Micah, don't
Do it.
do it.
I understand that you
already
think it's already done.
done.
Papers are signed.
I'm in. You're at the SAG building on Wilshire? What do you mean? Don't worry about it. But where will people park? And
I was
how do
just
they
going to
find
ask you, how do they
find you?
It costs as much to park as it does to probably.
It took 25 minutes wandering the fucking building to find the fucking place. Welcome to Escapes. We're closing soon. How do you know that? Believe me.
Trust me.
Trust me. How is it? It actually sucked. You know how you wear like the VR and you get a terrible headache and it's very cumbersome and heavy and like, I just mean that in general.
Yeah.
It's not ripe right now for a relaxation.
It's not. The tech isn't there yet.
If I sent you to Burke Williams for a
It's too-
massage, I would
too
make
in-
you wear a fucking football helmet when you did it.
It's a little too
And
invasive.
just slide this
Too invasive. The
Are
tech.
you nude for
Here,
a Swedish massage?
this on.
Put this football helmet on. Well, which way do I put my head? That's your problem. Relax. Escape.
Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.